it would have been delayed by rain? Yeah, they could have.
And you're going to burn both starters, and neither team wants to do that. So they decided, let's wait a little bit for the rain to pass and then play ball.
Terrific matchup tonight. We just love watching Troy Melton pitch. Taj Badley is on the mound for the Twins. He's been very good this year. Roughed up his last couple of starts. We're hoping the Tigers can continue that trend. But, Andy, let's talk about Troy Melton for a minute because, 16 games last year, 4 starts. His Major League debut, a start against Arizona that was terrific after that, and then just 2 spot starts the rest of the way, pitching mostly out of the bullpen. He's made 3 terrific starts so far this year. He's still very young in his career in terms of being a starting pitcher.
Yep, he's got the stuff that plays, and he's already figured out at a pretty young age, if I just command the strike zone, I'm going to have success because my stuff's that good. As he continues to develop, the other teams around are going to continue to have to make small adjustments. He's not a guy that needs to make any kind of big adjustments. You see a lot of guys come up, they get roughed up a little bit out the gate. It's like, well, we really need to work on your slider, for instance. We haven't seen that with Troy. All of his stuff is big league ready. Then it's a matter of just little minor adjustments depending on lineups, depending on, maybe this doesn't feel good today. What's my next best pitch to go to if I don't have my slider, for instance? And that stuff he'll figure out as he continues to pile up innings and starts.
He is going to be the poster child. They're going to probably put his last start on video somewhere, and anytime a young pitcher asks, why is there such an emphasis on first pitch strikes, they'll say, here, watch this game.
Yes.
Because in his second start against the White Sox, a 7-inning start, he was very good. Only 12 first pitch strikes to 28 batters. You're looking for somewhere in the neighborhood of 18 to 20. Next time out against Tampa, the first 8 batters see ball 1. 5 of the 8 reach, 5 hard hits.
Yep.
After that, he faces the minimum 21 batters and throws first pitch strikes to 18 of the next 21 batters. There's no hard contact. There's 1 base runner. He's erased on a double play. He faces the minimum 21 batters and finishes the 7th or 8th inning.
It shows you what the most important count in baseball is. It's 0-0. Toby Harry used to say that all the time, the hitting rover, when I was coming up. He said the most important count in baseball is 0-0 because that dictates who gets leverage first. If it's ball 1, now the hitter's got an advantage.
Yep.
If it's strike 1, now the pitcher's at advantage. So right out the gate, 0-0 matters a lot, and we see it with the numbers. You see 2-0 counts versus 0-2 counts.
Yeah.
The numbers are completely sideways.
And just 1-0 versus 0-1. What happens after 1-0 versus what happens after 0-1? Every single year in baseball, it's 200 points of OPS to the 1-0 guys better than the 0-1 at-bats, at least the at-bats that start 0-1. Tigers and Twins. The Twins, well, a little payback time for the Tigers.
Yeah, after getting swept in Minnesota early in the year in the cold environment.
4-game series sweep. Twins have been very streaky since. 30-37 Minnesota Twins now get ready to face a 25-year-old from Newport Beach, California, Troy Melton. Fly ball deep to left center off the bat of Byron Buxton, and that ball is gone. My goodness. Byron Buxton hits the first pitch of the game into the visiting bullpen. He jumped on a fastball, and he did not miss. 428-foot blast, his 19th of the year. The one guy we were talking about that you have to consider in this lineup starts the game with a home run on the first pitch.
We've seen him throughout his career be very aggressive in first pitch scenarios. He's a great fastball hitter, always has been. Knows how to handle it back, get the head out, and right there he jumps all over the first pitch, ambushes it. Now Troy's got to settle back in.
98-mile-an-hour fastball. What do you always say about pitches in the middle of the plate? Got to hit them.
And that's why they like Buxton in the leadoff spot. They know he's going to get more fastballs. He can do damage right out the gate.
A 1-0 slider gets a swing and miss. Brooks Lee at the plate. First pitch brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. Melton works toward the third base side of the rubber, 1-1. Fastball up and away. He was missing a lot with fastballs arm side to lefties in that Tampa Bay start. Again, first pitch strikes, he threw none to the first 8 batters. Everyone started 1-0. Splitter goes down and in, 3-1 on Brooks Lee. Digs in, hitting .237 with 9 home runs. And then Jake Rogers started to call more cutters. The 3-1. Swinging a high fly ball, hooking foul. Ooh, boy. That ball went a long way down the right field line. In the end, maybe 30, 40 feet foul. It's just strike 2.
But you see, you getting an advantage count for the hitter. He's setting fastball.
Yeah.
He can turn on it.
3-2. Ground ball foul over by the Twins dugout on the first base side. Good slider down and in. So Jake Rogers started calling more cutters, and he said, Andy, he said, just if I want to throw that pitch well and throw it for a strike, I've got to finish and get out there and finish. And he said that helped him get the fastball command back, and the rest was an incredible finish with the strike throwing for Troy Melton. Soft tap foul, still 3-2 on Brooks Lee.
Threw him a couple sliders there. Brooks Lee's slugging almost 600 against right-handed fastballs. And we saw him hit one a mile foul. He's tried slider back-to-back. He fouled them both off.
3-2 and swinging a high fly ball to center. Fairly deep, but that's where Matt Bierling is. 3 steps to his left, makes the catch. 8-pitch battle after the 1-pitch battle won by Byron Buxton. 1 out after the home run. Clemens and Bell. So as we talked about earlier, it's not a lot of swing and miss so far. But teams are going to charge Troy Melton because he's a strike thrower. Even with all the trouble with first pitch strikes, he's in the strike zone. As A.J. Hinch said after that start against Tampa, you want to charge him, you want to swing, he'll take that. He'll take swing mode because you're not going to do a whole lot against him. And sure enough, there was no hard contact. Cody Clemens at the plate, one-time Tiger, drafted by the Tigers out of the University of Texas. Splitter up and away. This is kind of what we saw in that start against Tampa.
The adrenaline starts kicking. Your body goes a little bit too fast. Can't find your release point. Gotta calm it back down, get the ball out in front.
2-0. Pass ball, bottom rail for a called strike. But Andy, if he continues to start getting back on track with first pitch strikes, he's getting to plenty of 0-2 counts, same rate as he did last year. The strikeout rate is going to go up. 2-1, swinging a foul out of play. 96 mile an hour fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Clemens.
Got to figure out how to utilize the arsenal he has to get the whiff, get the swing and miss once he gets to those 2 strike counts. Like, where do you put the slider? Do I mix in a few more splits to lefties?
2-2. Ground ball knocked down by Torkelson. Picked up by Torres. So it's the first. They got him. Fine play. Perfect deflection with a backhand. Torkelson to Torres to Melton covering first. The old 3-4-1 put out. 2 outs in the first.
Assist Torkelson on this one. He dives to the backhand side and comes out of his glove. Pops right to Gleyber Torres. Nice job by Troy Melton not to give up on it. Go ahead and cover first base. You'll take that out all day.
Yep. Nicely done. 2 outs. It brings up Josh Bell. Funny, we were talking before the game that swinging a foul straight back. Bell, big cut, switch hitter. Batting from the left side, much better as a lefty. Last year kind of fluctuates. This year he's not really doing much of anything from either side this year, hitting .224, little power. The strike 1, ground ball chopped softly to the right side. Torkelson will field, little underhand flip to Troy Melton. 3-1 put out, ends the first inning. Another way of saying the one guy you circle is Byron Buxton. He hits the home, fairly pitchable lineup. We go to the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Twins. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
America drives Toyota in the stylishly affordable built in the USA Corolla. Now through June 30th, lease a new gas-powered Corolla LE for $229 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. For a contract cost of $12,243. Excludes all applicable taxes and government fees with approved credit through TFS. Price will vary based on accessories. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Since 1927, Gallagher has been serving the communities where we live and work. We partner with businesses of every size to provide insurance, risk management, and benefit solutions that prepare them for what's next. Whether you are on Main Street or across the globe, we're ready to help you take on any challenge. As a proud partner of the Detroit Tigers, we bring that same commitment to Detroit and all of Michigan. Dedicated to partnering with you to face the future with confidence. Learn more at ajg.com. Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and people strategy partner.
One bite of 100% Angus beef ballpark frank, and you'll say, hello, summer. Ballpark Franks. They plump when you cook them. It's time to take a bite out of summer and fire up the grill America, because, oh yeah, it's ballpark season.
Bell's Brewery has a treat for you. Bell's Flyover. It's our new easy drinking light lager beer. Enjoy a flyover today.
It's brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. 1-0 Twins. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, Tigers get ready to face a 25-year-old from Los Angeles, California, Taj Bradley. Whoa! First pitch up and in. Head high has Torres ducking out of the way. Ball one to start the bottom of the first. My goodness.
Taj Bradley's had command issues off and on. He's a flamethrower, got a good right hand, good right arm. Fastball's around 96, 97 miles an hour.
And a good right hand.
And coming out of the hand, it's got to come out hot when you're throwing it like that. Makes in a split, throws a cutter.
Torres, McGonigal, Dingler to face him here in the first. So he goes head high up and in, almost hits him, and then almost paints down and away, but he misses. So not a premium strike thrower, neither last year when he had some good starts for Tampa or this year. The first pitch strikes are very low. Swinging a foul out of play. Andy likes to pitch off the fastball. His average fastball is almost 97. He wiped the Tigers out with a splitter. They got a ton of swing and miss in Minnesota. But perhaps the 2-1, swinging a foul straight back. It feels like maybe the Seattle series was good for the Tigers to get ready for Taj Bradley.
Yeah, they
likes to pitch off the fastball. Tigers hit the fastball against Seattle 2 of the 3 games.
And they have good fastball throwers. There was a lot of good fastballs they faced. And I think if his split's working is his hope today, especially against the left-handed bats.
2-2, swing and a miss. They work that fastball up. That's 98. Riding above the strike zone. Felt like Bryce Miller kind of put Torres in a bit of a funk when it comes to good live fastballs.
He's had a couple days of at bats. He's trying to find it. He's swinging under. He's fouling pitches off that he usually hits pretty hard. So he's trying to find his rhythm again.
Brings up Sunday's hero, Kevin McGonigal, fastball at the knees for a called strike one. I love some of the comments from his teammates after the game-winning hit on Sunday. Mansell Perez said, he's just bleeping different. McGonigal takes a pitch up and away. Matt Beerling raving about his mental skills, and AJ just talking about him being calm in those situations. Andres Munoz can get you out of your comfort zone. Splitter up and in. He gets as much swing as any closer. He's throwing 100. And he said the tendency in those situations, you try to do a little too much. The 2-1, swinging a pop-up. Playable down the third base line. Lee into foul territory near the stands makes the catch. Riding four-seam fastball. McGonigal pops out. 2 outs here in the first. I'll leave it up to Dylan Dingler. Today's game brought to you in part by Northville Lumber, the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. When you think of all the things that went right in that game, Mansell Perez's double that made it a 4-3 game in the 7th went, what, a foot over Josh Naylor's glove at first. Dylan Dingler's shot fouled on the third base line, started him off with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball in. McGonigal's ball tipped off the glove of the second baseman, Cole Young.
Yeah, you feel like in May those balls were all caught.
No question. Both of them.
Everything was caught in May. If there was a bid to have a rally, it was like, and right at a guy.
Bradley's way over on the first base side of the rubber, the strike one. Beauty of a curveball. It's a true 4-pitch mix, and it's the rare pitcher who uses all 4 pitches at least 10% of the time, which is when that gets it out in the scouting report, to both sides of the plate, to both righties and lefties. Pitch in the dirt.
That's right. The only big differences would be the cutter and the split.
Yep.
He throws the split more to lefties, the cutter more to righties. The cutter is like, it's a tight slider. It's 89 miles an hour. It's got more slider rotation than true cutter spin.
1-2. High fly ball hooking down the left field line. Way back and gone. Kept hooking, kept it fair. 1-1 tie on Dylan Dingler's 15th home run of the year.
You serve a breaking ball up to Dylan Dingler this year, you can pretty much kiss it goodbye. He went with the 12-6 breaking ball earlier in the count, stole a strike, but Dingler saw it. Gets to a 2-strike count, throws about the same pitch. Starts up out of the zone, comes back down in the zone. Dingler stays back, his eyes light up, and launches it to left field. Watched it. Off the foul pole.
Kerry Carpenter tries to follow up with a home run. He took a big cut at a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, fouled it out of play. This is a righty who's tougher on lefties. The lefties have hit a couple of home runs off the curveball. Now a righty has hit a home run off that pitch. Carpenter swings, pops it up. Shallow right center. Buxton will call out Clemens and make the catch in right center. Home run for each side. Buxton for the Twins. Dingler for the Tigers. Every Tigers home run this year is a Little Caesars Pizza home run. Order online for delivery or Pizza Portal pickup. 1-1 tie after one on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meijer.
At Comerica Bank, America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at Comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Tired of the same old morning? It's time to level up for less. Start strong with McDonald's $4 breakfast meal. Your choice of a sausage McMuffin or sausage biscuit with crispy hash browns and a small premium roast coffee. Power your morning for just $4. Want to step it up? Add a sausage McMuffin for only $1.50. McValue Meals. Upgrade your breakfast, upgrade your day. At participating McDonald's, promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
Join the winning team at McLaren Healthcare. With great benefits and career growth, your future starts here. Apply today at mclaren.org/careers.
Rain has moved back in. I thought it was gone for good, Andy.
That was the hope, but when you live on a big peninsula, sometimes it blows through.
That's just a fact.
Yep.
Fastball low and in. Trevor Larnach at the plate. Larnach's hitting .259. Swing and a miss. Very good slider. Down, so 5 batters, 2 first pitch strikes for Troy Melton, trying to dial it in. He said throwing the cutter definitely helped with the fastball command. He said more than anything, he said, I was just kind of determined to get back in the strike zone. Fastball, swing and a miss. Talked with Raj about it and just said, I know I'm a strike thrower, and it had been 2 games where he was not throwing first pitch strikes, and so just kind of that determination, that mental focus on getting back to throwing strike ones. But it really is one of the most incredible turnarounds I've seen in game for any starting pitcher. 0 for 8 to 18 for 21 on first pitch strikes. Line drive foul. Trevor Larnach at the plate, solid hitter. But in terms of the threats in this lineup, for a top 4 offense by run scoring, it just doesn't, it's not a lineup that worries you a whole lot in terms of the big threats. Swinging a slicing pop-up down the left field line. Long run for Riley Green. That'll drop foul. No chance to make a play. McGonigal gave chase as well.
Generally, water finds its level for any ball club. And if you're hitting above average with runners in scoring position and you have a roster that generally doesn't hit above average, in other situations, that tends to even out.
Trevor Larnach is a guy they were former first-round pick in 2018. They were hoping would hit for some power in the last 2 years. Solid 15 and 17 home runs, but he's got 3 home runs this year. And you look at hard hit rates that are extremely low. Swinging a foul off of the home plate umpire Lance Barksdale. There's just not much room for upside in the power department for Trevor Larnach. Hard hit rates continue to fall. He hits the ball with the hard hit rates as low as it gets. And that's not what you want to see in a power hitter, the 2-2. Slider hit him, went down at his feet, and hit him, I think, on the right foot.
Yeah, that's that pitch. He was trying to execute a back foot slider, just held on to it a little too long and ended up hitting him in the front right foot of the left-handed hitter. But those are the type of pitches, Dan, he's going to continue to refine, work on. You want the swing and miss right there, you go for the back foot slider. Yep. You just didn't quite hit the spot. Because if you put it in a good spot, you probably get some swing and miss right there.
And that's the thing you remember is that he did not have a lot of time on his rehab assignment this year. Only 2 innings above A ball because of weather. He only had 11 2/3 innings of work on his rehab assignment. Caratini takes a pitch in. Basically had to start spring training all over again. He got injured, remember, early in spring. So he's still refining all of his pitches. It's a 5-pitch mix. Cutter. That's the pitch that he dialed in last game. Once he got dialed in, the strike throwing was tremendous. 16 for 20 throwing strikes with the cutter. 15 for 19 throwing strikes with the slider. This is why I feel he's just better as a starter, Andy.
Yeah.
Because he can figure out,
get the feel as he's going, like, where am I missing? Let me get back into it. And his stuff's good enough to play through the tougher times.
Curveball, beautiful. Strike 2, 1 and 2. Victor Caratini at the plate. The mostly everyday catcher for the Minnesota Twins, from the Cubs to the Padres to Houston, first year with Minnesota. The 1-2. Ground ball softly to the right side. Fielded by Torres, down to second one. No chance to get the double play. It was just hit too softly. Kinstry back to first, but Larnach forced it second. He had to avoid the ground ball, and Caratini forces Larnach. He's at first with 1 out.
Good pitch call, too. It was a fastball up and in. Caratini's a guy that's got more slider bat speed. He hits breaking balls well if you leave 1 out over the plate. But got him to 2 strikes. Didn't try to do anything fancy, just blow the fastball by him, break the bat, get some soft contact.
That brings up Royce Lewis. Slider for a strike. This is one of the more mysterious bats for the Twins. Kept getting hurt. Remember, he tore his ACL twice, the same ACL in back-to-back years. Whenever he was healthy, he just bombed the ball. Swing and a miss. Good cutter down and away. That was in 2023, 2022, and a little bit of 2024. But now Royce Lewis was off to such a poor start. He went down to AAA. The 0-2, check swing. Did he go? He did not on the appeal to first. Will Little says nope. As you said, nothing left to prove there. He went down and hit, 10 home runs and 60 at-bats.
Too good for AAA, but having trouble figuring out back in the big leagues here. He's got tremendous bat speed. He's got pop in the bat.
Just turned 27, but the production has fallen off incredibly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Gleyber Torres ranging far to his left, throws to first, and not in time. He was shaded up the middle, and Royce Lewis hit about a 14 hopper to the right side at 50 miles an hour, and Gleyber Torres picked it up and flipped, but not in time. A single puts a couple of men on.
Yeah, would have loved to get the strike out there. It wasn't a bad pitch. It's away. It's the cutter away. He just caps it.
This is where you look for a little more swing and miss.
If you get the swing and miss, you don't worry about the contact as much.
Troy Melton, again, not getting much swing and miss. It's early. Sinker for a strike. 94 with heavy sink to Luke Keeschel. Second round pick just a few years ago out of Arizona State. Nice debut last year. But his struggles have compounded the Minnesota offensive issues this year. Cutter low and away, comes in hitting 240, but it is a quiet 240. Hit 300 in his debut last year with a little bit of extra base power. Just over 180 at-bats. Right-handed batter, spreads out, knees bent. Really hits out of a deep crouch. Leg kick, ground ball, base it into right field. Caratini will be held at third. Kerry Carpenter is playing very shallow. So Twins in swing mode against Melton, and it's working. They're shooting for that hole on the right side, Andy.
Yeah, they're hitting the ball not hard, but it's in the right spot. If you hit the ball in the right spot enough times, you end up loading the bases. Nice job by Carpenter to get to the ball quickly once it got to the outfield. Caratini doesn't run well. They like to hold him. Would love a little strikeout or a double play here. Keep the Twins from scoring. Got the 9-hole up. Tristan Gray.
Let's pause right now for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Lewis and Keishel, both pretty good contact hitters. Tristan Gray steps to the plate. He is not. And this Twins team overall has one of the lower contact rates in the American League and one of the higher swing and miss rates. So this would be a good time to dial up the swing and miss stuff.
That it would.
For Troy Melton. Tristan Gray hitting 266. Parts of 4 years in the major leagues is really the first time he's gotten extended at-bats in regular playing time. It's been solid. Pretty aggressive, a lot of swing and miss. Ground ball softly fouled on the first base line.
Yeah, he'd love the swing and miss. He hits the ball in the air a lot, too. He's like 70% in the air. So thinking of double play, not a great double play candidate. But if you can get ahead, go with the fastball up, breaking ball down.
The strike one. Good sinker, swing and a miss. You would think he'd be vulnerable to being finished off by a high fastball. Fastball slider last year were his best swing and miss pitches. Remember, velocity was a little bit higher coming out of the bullpen, but the command was a little off coming out of the bullpen as well. Walk rate was higher. Average fastball is sitting just under 96 this year. The 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's a big strikeout. Tristan Gray strikes out for the second out here on the second. Bases loaded, 2 outs. All right, now how do you pitch to Byron Buxton? This
Don't
guy
throw him a
loves
first pitch fastball. Do not throw him a first pitch fastball, Dan. I repeat.
To review.
Now, he's more susceptible to breaking balls.
He's very aggressive. First pitch fastball. You can do that.
Sinker down and away. Beautiful pitch.
96, perfect. Caratini, the runner at third. Lewis at second. Keishel at first. 1-1 tie. We're in the second inning. Buxton started the game with a home run on the first pitch. He swings and pops it foul out of play. That is a tight, late breaking slider. No balls and 2 strikes. There's some swing and miss in this bat as well. Go to the slider a little further away.
Yeah, you got to get it out of the zone. Their fastball up out of the zone, that breaking ball away.
Very distinctive stance, upright, cocks bat high with the right shoulder cutter. A swing and a miss. Got him. Perfect pitch, like the slider, little harder, sharper, later break. Back-to-back strikeouts. Melton strands 3. Tigers bat in the second in a 1-1 game.
But both Taj and Melton haven't found the splitter.
2-2, ground ball chopped to McGonigal. He's basically playing shortstop with McKinstry shaded up the middle. Big hop, easy flip, 1 up and 1 down here in the 4th inning. 6, 7, 8 hitters, Caratini, Lewis, and Keishel. Again, the guys you worry about, Buxton at the top of the order. Clemens is arguably their next best power threat. But while he's having a good year, I feel like he's still pretty pitchable.
Yeah, he will expand the zone, chase the breaking ball and the cutter. Anything that's moving away from him, he'll swing at.
Jam job, ground ball to McKinstry is short, down to a knee to field the waist-high bounce, flips it over to first. Royce Lewis is in a deep funk right now. Grounds out to short. 2 up and 2 down here in the 4th inning. Troy Melton could use a quick inning. Home run in the 1st. 3 base runners in the 2nd. Home run plus a single in the 3rd. Think how big it was that Lee tried to time up Melton and steal second base. Was thrown out at second base. Melton to Torkelson to McKinstry. Who Keishel, right-handed batter, takes fastball up, ball 1. This is ending the 2nd trip through the order for Troy Melton. Sinker in. He just gets tougher as the game goes on. I mean, it's only 3 starts, but the way he's cruising to the 7th and 8th innings, the last 2 starts, has been so impressive. 2-0 shot, base hit into left field. McGonigal lunged to his left, but that was hit hard and by him. A hanging slider. Fell behind 2-0.
That's when you throw the get me over curveball or get me over slider. Keishall was ready for it. But it's just a single, so you got a runner at first and 2 outs. Because that's a pitch you don't want to see get vaulted in the air today.
Right.
If you throw it like that,
could
it
have
ends up a single, you say,
easily.
hey, yep.
I got away with it. 3-2 Tigers. Tristan Gray struck out with the bases loaded. Some big pitches from Troy Melton to get back-to-back strikeouts, both swinging. The lefty Gray and the righty Byron Buxton, who had homered earlier. Terrific cutter. Got him on the swing and miss. Cutter backdoor for a called strike 1. Former 13th round pick out of Rice for Pittsburgh 9 years ago. He has been well traveled in his short career. He's now 30 years old. Gray takes a pitch up and away. He's been traded, let go, picked up on waivers, traded for cash, traded a couple more times. He's on his 9th organization. Tristan Gray now getting some regular playing time with the Twins. Ground ball softly to second, chest high bounce for Torres. He flips to Torkelson. Gray bounces out. Troy Melton works a routine 4th inning with the 1 single. Tigers batting bottom of the 4th. They're trying to build on a 3-2 lead over the Twins. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, where power meets precision in a truck that leads where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. We are professional grade. Michigan residents get $1,000 lease cash on a 2026 Sierra Light Duty Elevation Crew Cab with a Turbo Max engine. And now well-qualified GM employees with a current eligible GMC lease use it during GMC Truck Month to get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for $199 per month with $40.39 due at signing. That's $199 per month with $40.39 due at signing. Must be a current lessee of a 2021 model year or newer Buick or GMC vehicle through GM Financial for at least 30 days prior to the new vehicle sale. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Mileage charge of 25 cents a mile over 20,000 miles. At participating dealers only. Residency restrictions apply. Visit GMCofferinfo.com for details.
Summer is back, Tigers fans, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your yard ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the hardest working grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Better access means better care. McLaren provides the care you need when you need it. Stay in the game with quality care at McLaren.org.
Tigers take a 3-2 lead at the bottom of the 4th inning. Well, Keith leads off. First pitch. Perfect curveball from Taj Bradley, strike 1. 7-8-9 hitters. Keith, Bierling, McKinstry. Cole had a good swing first time out. Drove the ball deep to right center. It's just if you're going to drive it deep to right center and the guy in center field's name is Buxton, it's got to be in a low screaming line drive if you want it to actually, fall. Pitch misses. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1.
What in the world? Another one to the backstop.
Splitter to the backstop, and clearly Caratini's just crossed up.
Well,
but I don't think Lance Barksdale's real happy about it.
No, I think Caratini's sick of trying to catch him. The ball.
It wasn't that bad, Bobby.
That's like the 3rd one to the backstop. I mean,
Caratini didn't even reach for it.
No.
Jeez.
Wild.
His splitters have been going to the backstop. That's not usually a good sign. Swinging a pop foul out of play.
Well, that's his neutralizing pitch against the left-handed bats. That's his swing and miss pitch.
Yeah.
Once he gets ahead in the count, he'll throw the split down. Guys swing and miss. Happy day. But not today.
I mean, Lance Barksdale's almost worn it a couple times. Caratini's got to at least reach for it.
The good news is it's so high, it's over his head.
Keith waiting at a 2-2. Another big miss. Man.
Opportunity for the Tigers. Because if Taj Bradley keeps pitching like this, they should be able to get some more runners on.
3-2 off the plate and in. No walks, 10 strikeouts. In 6 1/3 in Minnesota. Now 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. We're at the beginning of the 4th inning, and the pitch count's about to hit 70.
This is a big opportunity for the Tigers, especially knowing with the injuries to this starting rotation and what's coming down the pipeline, they can win tonight.
You get to the bullpen early in game 1 of any series. That's always a big goal and always advantage, usually. The team that knocked that starter out early, this is a Twins team that gives up a lot of runs. Strike 1, perfect. Called the ball, challenged by Caratini. He's going to win the challenge.
Pitch at the strike.
No balls and 2 strikes instead of 1-1.
But if they can knock Taj Bradley out of the game, tomorrow the Twins have a bullpen day, a scheduled bullpen day. So if you can get into that bullpen early, make them use some of those pitchers, tomorrow's a lot harder for the Twins.
The 0-2, swinging a soft line drive, foul, sliced, just foul down the right field line.
Almost a thing of beauty right there on a 0-2 pitch down away. Just kind of stick the bat out on it. It was fouled by about 2 feet. Or Keith and Vierling were running for days.
These are the bottom 2 teams defensively in the American League by defensive runs saved. You can put pressure on this team by just putting the ball in play. Matt kind of sits down gets into his legs, upper body upright, holds the bat upright with the hands below the right shoulder, cutter in the dirt. 4th pitch of the at-bat is ball 1. Strikeout updates brought to you by Carbliss, the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. 2 strikeouts for Taj Bradley. Troy Melton so far also with 2. The 1-2. Swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. Still 1-2. Matt came in hitting .212, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs. We see those signs that maybe the bat double and a triple in the game in Tampa. First 2 at-bats. Haven't seen him really drive the ball since. Bradley over on the first base side of the rubber is going to flip to first. He does a good job paying attention to the running game, basically stopping the running game. Again, a Twins team that's giving up 5 runs a game. That's 12th in the American League. Team ERA is 13th. And the bullpen is right near the bottom. Fly ball to center, right to Buxton. 2 steps to his left, makes the catch. Keith holds it first. 1 out, 1 on for Zach McKinstry.
This is a bat the Tigers need to get going here. Yeah, Zach McKinstry, we've seen what he's capable of. Hopefully with the additions back with Glaber and Carpenter, less of a spotlight and pressure on that McKinstry spot. Really got a base hit in the game the other day on a walk. Big additions.
He's had big at-bats late. First pitch, cutter, strike. Andy, a couple years ago, he was kind of signaling that he was a better hitter than what we saw 2 years ago. He had a low 630 OPS, but a 25% line drive rate. That's a very good sign. League average is around 20. And then he lifted that to 26% last year. Ground ball off the glove. A lunging Lewis towards second base. Ball dies on the infield grass. Everybody's safe. Lewis prevented probably Keith going first to third, but he's also probably frustrated he didn't make the play. Runners at first and second, one out.
Well, we talked about this. Bottom of the order, hit the ball hard on the ground, do different things.
Yeah.
You know, if you're struggling, try to do something to put pressure on that defense. Royce Lewis tries to go to the backhand side. Pops out of his glove. It was an awkward attempt at the baseball. But that's putting pressure on the opposing team. Make them make plays at worst, right?
Yep.
If you're not feeling great at the plate, the pop-ups to the infield, the easy fly balls to the outfield, it does nothing.
Right.
It's an at-bat that leads to no pressure.
Gleyber Torres takes first pitch fastball on the outside edge for a called strike one. He has struck out and bounced out. Third trip through the order for Taj Bradley. He is remarkably steady each trip through. Low batting average, low power numbers, OPS around 660, 670 each trip through the order. Pretty impressive. Swinging a foul out of play, Gleyber Torres falls behind, no balls, 2 strikes. But just think about McKinstry. So his line drive rate is half of what it's been the last 2 years. And it just is. Sometimes it's just baseball. I don't think he's trying to get the ball in the air and try to launch.
Yeah, it usually just means you're in a little bit of a funk.
But when you've got that line drive stroke, usually you keep the line drive stroke. And that's the thing that's the biggest change in his game this year. Line drive rate, half of where it's been the last 2 years. The 0-2 in the dirt, and a ball gets between the legs of Caratini. Runners advance to second and third.
It's been a struggle back there behind home plate for Caratini today. Taj Bradley's been all over the place. He's thrown balls to the backstop. Now, this time it's a big 12-6 curveball. He goes down to smother, and it goes right in a 6-hole, right between his legs. Didn't get the glove down in time. The Tigers got 2 in scoring position with only 1 out.
Wild pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called. Gleyber didn't like the call, but he didn't challenge.
That's a perfect pitch. 97, 98 mile an hour, right on the bottom outside corner. Just touched the corner. Big pitch right there from Taj Bradley in a tough spot. See if McGonigal can pick him up with 2 outs.
Walk and a pop out for McGonigal. Third time facing Taj Bradley. Line drive caught at shortstop by Tristan Gray. Shaded up the middle. Good swing for Kevin McGonigal. Jumped on a fastball, ripped it, and it's the 3rd out of the 4th inning in scoring position. We head to the 5th inning. Tigers have a 3-2 lead after 4 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meijer.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Home means everything to you. So when rates drop, you don't just sit back. Rocket Mortgage watches the market to help you save money when the time is right. We make refinancing simple and savings even simpler. Never miss a new lower monthly payment with Rocket Mortgage. Learn more at rocketmortgage.com or call 1-800-4ROCKET for cost information and conditions. Conditions apply. Not a commitment to lend. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Mornings are tough. At Bigby, we know our coffee and other delicious drinks are a great way to get ready to face the day. But you're listening to the radio, and we can't serve coffee on the radio, but we can serve affirmations. That PowerPoint won't know what hit it. Great lane change. Oh, look at that fit. Feeling great yet? Come visit Bigby, and we'll make it even better with a signature latte. Bigby makes it better.
Northville Lumber is Michigan's Trex decking leader in the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. NorthvilleLumber.com.
Fifth inning is brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. Byron Buxton facing Troy Melton third time. This begins the third trip through the lineup. First pitch slider bounces. Ball one. Pitch count from Melton. 69 through 4. That's a little bit on the high side. The 1-0. Perfect. Fastball at the knees, 1-1. Pitch counts brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. Troy Melton has certainly shown he can get quick outs, work quick innings. Splitter, swing and a miss. Best splitter he's thrown tonight.
Beauty. Bottom dropped out of that one. Started it, looked like a fastball in the bottom third of the zone down the middle. It disappeared under the bat of Buxton.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. Cutter looked like it backed up on him, but a perfect pitch in the end for a swing and miss strikeout of Byron Buxton for the second time tonight.
He had Buxton all kind of backwards there.
He had him
split down.
He had him off balance, didn't he?
The backup cutter, it was kind of a funky swing. You don't see that from Buxton too often.
Backup sliders, backup cutters.
Yeah, they're not fun. There's this
best pitch in baseball. Lee takes a breaking ball down and in.
There's this brain that you have in your head that's seen a million pitches, and it get used to seeing certain shapes. And you expect a certain shape out of the hand when you see the spin, and then it doesn't do what it's supposed to.
When it backs up, it always just swing under it. Line drive, right field. This one's deep, going back. Carpenter at the fence, and that ball is gone. A home run. Brooks Lee with number 10. Slider that, man, just kept carrying. Looked pretty routine off the bat. Ball's jumping tonight. Slider goes out. We've got a 3-3 game.
Yeah, they tried the slider. The last at bat, first pitch slider, he hit a base hit to right field. But Brooks Lee has been smashing fastballs this year. The breaking ball's giving him more fits, so they decide, let's try the slider. They tried it the last at bat. He got a base hit to right. The next at bat, that one kind of stayed put. Hits it over the right field fence. So good job by Brooks Lee, knowing he's probably not going to get a fastball first pitch and do damage.
Now fly ball to right off the bat of Cody Clemens. This one's trouble at the wall. Carpenter, he's going to watch it go. Cody Clemens. Back-to-back home runs with Brooks Lee. Fastball this time. 4 home runs for the Twins and a 4-3 lead here in the fifth.
Ball's carrying a little bit tonight, Dan. He hit that one to the moon. The fastball up and in. Crept it over the wall. Wasn't out by much, but it was enough.
I mean, again, this is what you get with stormy, warm, humid weather.
You called it right off the top of the broadcast.
It's
like you've watched a few of these before. You're like high humidity, stormy, not super breezy, doesn't have to be warm.
Yeah,
it's
the low
fly.
pressure matters.
Yep.
Warm, stormy weather versus the high pressure, cold, dry weather of, say, April.
Yeah.
45 degrees sunny day with high pressure. More humid air is less dense air.
Got Tyler Holton starting to warm up in the bullpen.
4 home runs. That was 38 degrees off the bat. That's basically a pop-up. 94, just under 95 miles an hour. I mean, that's not a ball that goes out. It just doesn't. Bell takes a 1-1 splitter down. Holton warming in the bullpen. 4 solo home runs for the Twins. The Tigers have 2 solo home runs. Tight cutter for a strike. Tigers trying to rival the Brewers in athletics in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, the way the pitching's getting hit with the way the balls are going out today, you like the Tigers' odds to continue to score more runs. Taj Bradley's been pretty wild. The bullpen, this Minnesota bullpen, is hittable.
Melton, big step back with the left foot into his motion. 3-2. Challenge, fastball down.
Challenge in the ball toss.
I think he's going to win the challenge. You hear the crowd. Instead of a ball 4, it is strike 3. Let's pause for station identification on the Detroit Tigers radio network. Two outs for Trevor Larnach. 4-3 Twins are in the 5th. Cutter backdoor away. On the ABS leaderboard on Baseball Savant, they track all the different ways you can track challenges, who's been most successful. Dylan Dingler is right up there. He's 5th with 32 challenges won. I'm sorry, 40 challenges won by Tigers catchers, 32 for Dylan Dingler. But those 40 successful challenges by Raj and Dylan Dingler. And Dylan Dingler obviously leading the way. Larnach takes a 2-0 pitch down 3-0. I like how they put it. So what does that mean? That means the Tigers have gained 10 strikeouts, now 11, and eliminated 3 walks with that successful 70% challenge rate by their catchers.
A lot of base runners.
So that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
This is way they're converting, just like we saw right there, a walk to a strikeout. Again and again. Fastball, strike 2. Larnach was at 3-0, now 3-2. Tigers catchers second best to the Cubs in success rate by their catchers in successful challenges. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, slider, down and in. Melton with 3 strikeouts in the 5th inning, but a couple of home runs between strikeouts 1 and 2 of the inning. We go to the bottom of 4. Solo home runs have a 4-3 lead. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Hey, Tigers fans. Summer is here, which means it's time for baseball and beaches. Head to Traverse City and soak in the sun at Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, the official summer resort of Detroit Tigers fans. Enjoy championship golf, relaxing spa treatments, and endless water fun. Plan your summer vacation at GrandTraverseResort.com, official partner of the Detroit Tigers.
Protecting your home or business takes more than luck. It takes the right coverage. Secure Investors Group and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance are built to keep your bases covered. With tailored policies and trusted protection, we're ready for whatever comes your way. Don't strike out on protection. Call Secure Investors Group today at 248-435-0400 or visit us at secureinvestorsgroup.com.
Hey, Matt Vierling here. From the stands, people see the highlights. Home runs, stolen bases, diving catches. What they don't see is the preparation to be ready for the unexpected. That's how I look at my car, too. Repairs can hit out of nowhere, and they're not cheap. With CarShield, you get the best defense against costly car repairs. When something goes wrong, you're not scrambling. You've got a plan. A CarShield plan.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Experience the difference at Clean Express Auto Wash and join our Wash Smart Unlimited Club starting at $20 a month. Official car wash of the...
So we can look for that shutdown inning. Boy, you just hate to even write double in the scorebook.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Hannafy. He comes in to get the 2 righties. He gets the lefty out, which is the bonus, and then he gets the 2 righties. He gets a pop fly up in the air. It ends up being a double. Next batter, sinker runs in and hits Keyshaw in the arm.
That'll be the end of the night for Brendan Hannafy. Tigers going to their bullpen. Lefty Tristan Gray coming up while the Tigers make the change. Leading 5-4, 2 on, 1 out in the 6th. We'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Life is beautiful and fragile. We fall. We get tired. And sometimes we get sick. But with Corewell Health, we are also strong. We fight disease. We battle cancer. We come together. We come back. We push forward. When the body breaks, we break through. Corewell Health. We can.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Accidents don't have business hours, and neither do we. Any day, anytime, you can call the Mike Morse Law Firm and you'll get a real person, not a machine. We jump into action immediately because every second counts after a crash. I meet clients in hospitals, in their homes, wherever they need me to be. You're not just another face here. You get the attention, respect, and fight you deserve. You deserve. Who you hire matters. Don't delay. Call me now. 855-MIKE-WINS.
Sixth inning is brought to you by the Jack Demmer Automotive Group. When and experience the Demmer difference. Pitching change brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Drew Anderson takes over on the mound. Lefty, righty coming up. Tristan Gray, the number 9 hitter, then Byron Buxton. First pitch, curveball, down and in, ball 1. 24th appearance for Drew Anderson, who has filled every role. Starter, middle relief guy who comes in when a guy gets injured guy, closer, the 1-0. Ground ball softly fouled down the first base line. Consistency of the kick change. Remember, at the start of the year, it wasn't there. It was his pitch over in Korea. And then, Andy, when he dialed it in, we saw that how dominant Drew Anderson could be.
Lots of swing and miss with that changeup when it's right. When it catches the seam and works down, it's good.
1-1. 96-mile-an-hour fastball for a called strike.
Then he gets a guy starting to think about it. And then he takes the strike down the middle.
Dylan Digler got something in his eye, immediately took his mask off. He's still trying to get it out of his right eye. Let's talk with Drew today, and you just reminded, Chris McCoskey wrote a good story about it the other day, that just with all the different roles, as a starter, you obviously have a regulated work schedule. Soft tap foul right at home plate, a really good kick change down. It looks like a splitter when it's right. You have that nice regimen. You can keep all your pitches sharp. And he said, I'm never on a mound as a reliever. Everything is flat ground, and it's just, not making excuses, but it's just a little harder to keep all your pitches sharp.
Yeah, it's different than what he's used to, for sure.
The 1-2. Curveball hangs high and away. He's given up 3 home runs in his last 5 outings. He can get a day or 2 in between outings. He definitely feels fresher. Pitched in the game on Sunday. But when he's right, it's the best swing and miss stuff in the Tiger bullpen. The 2-2, swinging a shot foul down the third base line. Lewis, the runner, at second. Keishel, the runner, at first. Keishel's got really good speed. Lewis had really good speed before all the injuries. He has been slowed by the injuries, a little above average speed. Tristan Gray, left-handed batter. Solid numbers against righties this year. 2-2. Ground ball fouled on the first base line.
He's going to make him earn it. Fouled off the fastball, fouled off the curveball, fouled off the changeup. This is where, as a battery, you're trying to figure out, okay, what's the next pitch? Because you really don't want to go 3-2. You'd love to get him out in a 2-2 count. You go 3-2, you risk just missing one pitch and to load the bases up for a guy named Byron Buxton.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a lot of swing and miss in this bat. The 2-2. Changeup, couldn't get him to chase. 8th pitch of the at-bat is ball 3. A big pitch right away. First batter for Drew Anderson, protecting a 5-4 lead with 2 on, 1 out. The 3-2, swing and a miss. Stayed with a changeup. Got him.
Gutsy right there. That's gutsy. Go with the changeup in the 3-2 count with Buxton on deck. He threw a good one too, boy. I mean, I'm talking this thing starts middle in. Looks like that fastball. He's licking his chops, wanting to pull side homer it, and it just disappears.
Anderson has been much better against lefties than righties so far. He's going to turn and throw to get Lewis back to second base. Lefties have hit .215 with 3 home runs. Righties .240. They draw more walks, also with 3 home runs. Same number of at-bats. First pitch to Byron Buxton. Check swing. Curveball low and away. Didn't go. Ball 1. Home run and 2 strikeouts against today's starter, Troy Melton. Final line for Melton is brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. 5 innings, 4 runs and 8 hits, no walks and 5 strikeouts. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Changeup's dancing tonight.
That thing's down. It starts middle, about belt high, and then just falls off the table. What a pitch. Out of the right hand of Drew Anderson. He's worked on that. That's been the pitch that really got him back over here and back in the big leagues. The fastball's there. It's 97. But that changeup is filthy.
And sometimes he has to pitch backward because the fastball doesn't have any special properties to it in terms of the vertical especially. The 1-1, swing and a foul. But after the changeup, he can run it up there at 96, 97 and get that, a foul back to the screen.
It's just it. You get guys starting to think, you know, I have to be aware of that changeup. I can't make my swing decision too early, and then the fastball can sneak by him.
Buxton has put up big numbers against righties this year. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup. Buxton slams his helmet down in frustration. Drew Anderson with back-to-back strikeouts, both on the changeup strands too. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. First of 3, Tigers and Twins. Tigers have the 5-4 lead. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
If your last exam ended with the lollipop, it's time for a checkup. We're fun back then, but adult checkups are serious business. Routine visits in your 30s, 40s, and 50s can help catch small issues before they turn into big ones, such as high blood pressure, cholesterol changes, or early signs of diabetes. Take charge of your wellness and enjoy peace of mind by scheduling an appointment with your provider. Don't have a primary care provider? Find one at mclaren.org/primary care.
One bite of 100% Angus beef ballpark frank, and you'll say, hello, summer. Ballpark Franks. They plump when you cook them. It's time to take a bite out of summer and fire up the grill, America, because, oh yeah, it's ballpark season.
No matter what your sport, you win with energy efficiency tips from DTE. DTE's online interactive home can help you find tools, tips, and programs to lower your energy bill. Our Insight app gives you real-time information to make changes to reduce your usage. And our rebates put real money back into your pocket. So check out DTEenergy.com/home and you'll score! Savings, that is. DTE.
Fox 2 is just the best.
I watch before I go to bed.
You definitely hit the local angle very good. When I watch Fox, I feel like I feel like I'm getting the whole story.
They're working for you.
Fielding leads off 5-4 Tigers, bottom of the 6th inning. Orsi still on the mound. First pitch, curveball low. Let's check some scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio scoreboard, brought to you by Meijer, the official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers radio network. Fielding tonight, fly ball to right, fly ball to center, ground ball softly up the middle, grabbed by Orsi on the mound. He'll run toward first, underhanded to Lewis. A 1-3 put out to start the 6th inning. On the scoreboard, Yankees came from behind in Cleveland yesterday to beat the Guardians 5-4 in 10, or 7-5 in 10, and they beat the Guardians again today. New York started the day tied with Tampa on top of the American League East. 3-2 Yankees win today. Spencer Jones with a 2-run home run in that game. Zach McKinstry with a walk and a single hard ground ball. Lewis was in tight, dove, and it deflected off his glove. So McKinstry has reached twice. He's starting to feel a little bit better. I mean, getting on, like you said. Had big hits Friday night, big walk Sunday. Just running the bases. I mean, that's...
Yeah, get on base. Move the ball around a little bit. Get some knocks.
The 1-1. Strike on the outside edge. Pretty good splitter from Orsi. Randy Rosarena had a 2-run home run in the 10th inning. Mariners hang on to beat the Orioles 6-5. Fastball fouled out of play. Still 1-2 on Zach McKinstry. Dodgers had a 10-run 7th inning, so Tim Jetski tells us. And it's true. I'm checking the box score right now. 10-run 7th inning. They beat Pittsburgh by the final score 12-3.
That's a rough inning. That's a long one.
Let's see what the Milwaukee game is in Las Vegas. Oh, very disappointing. 2-1 in the 2nd inning.
Oh, man. What's the deal? Why aren't they scoring any runs over there?
Just 2-1. Ground ball fouled on the first base line. 11 home runs and 29 runs in the game yesterday. Just 2-1 today.
There's going to be a lot of free agent pitchers that want to go to Vegas.
It's supposed to be an enclosed ballpark.
Think that'll help?
It's about 8 different designs out there. I've not seen the final design. But supposedly that it's going to be enclosed. Swinging a foul, tapped at home plate.
Does that help with elevation like that? If it's enclosed?
What's the elevation?
I think 2,000.
2,000. Elevation does matter. Atlanta, remember, forever was the highest at 1,000.
Right.
And then Colorado, obviously, mile.
But if it's enclosed, that helps with the dry air, the thin air.
Enclosed ballparks, and it'll never be open in the summer, right? Swinging a shot foul down the first base line. That's a good swing for Zach.
But does the air change whether it's inside or
It
outside?
does. Absolutely does. Like Texas is a perfect example.
Yep. That's a good
Texas, the best American League ballpark for run scoring. The ball flew, warm and humid. I mean, every day.
Yeah.
Now temperature controlled, let's call it 72 degrees. The roof is never open, and the offensive numbers just died the last couple of years in Texas. They're actually kind of concerned about what happened. Fly ball to the gap in right center field, and that ball is going to split the gap to the base of the wall in right center. Zach McKinstry's putting him up, putting him down, rounding second, heading to third, and he will get there easily. Triple for Zach McKinstry. Terrific at bat, and the swing he's been looking for all year.
Battled it up, got him a fastball he liked, and he hit that ball real hard. It hit the base of the wall in the deepest part of right center field. Anytime McKinstry hits it in old Triples Alley, you can bet he's going to have his head down and running right out of the box. Rounded first beautifully, rounded second. There was no doubt about it. He's heading to third.
What a good feeling that has to be for him. Some good swings. 6-pitch at bat. Gleyber Torres hit by a fastball up and in, then it deflected off the catcher. Caratini, who's had a heck of a night, and we mean a rough night behind the plate.
They got the lefty, Taylor Rogers, warming up in the bullpen, but I don't know if they're going to want to go for McGonigal to get him because Dingler's right behind McGonigal. And this is what we talk about when you start stacking lineups with quality hitters. It's tough decisions for managers. Because if he goes and gets him, he's going to want the at-bat against McGonigal. See if he can get some swing and miss.
Rogers is one of 2 lefties in the bullpen for the Twins, and he doesn't really dominate lefties the last 2 years. So, Kevin McGonigal will have a chance to add to a 5-4 lead. We're in the 6th inning. Corners and 1 out while the Twins make the change. We'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
First year in your new home matters. With preferred pricing, Redfin and Rocket Mortgage make the path to your next home easier. When you buy with a Redfin agent and finance through Rocket Mortgage, you can lower your interest rate by 1% for 1 year or choose up to $6,000 in closing credits. See how it works at rocketmortgage.com or call 800-4ROCKET. Additional terms apply, not a commitment to lend. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Take me out to the ball game. Hey, Tigers fans, the Michigan Lottery has something to sing about. Introducing the Detroit Tigers games, a Tigers instant ticket and 2 online games.
Buy me some Tigers games, wish me luck. Maybe I'll win $500,000.
Enjoy your favorite pastime and a chance to strike it rich.
So let's root for the Tigers.
With 1, 2, 3 ways to play. The new Detroit Tigers games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits, always the best bet. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
With Little Caesars $5.99 mix and match, the pizzas are large and you're in charge. 2 or more faves for only $5.99 each. This match or this match? You're in charge. We'll make it large. Mix and match from Little Caesars for only $5.99 each.
Pizza.
Online only. Available at participating Little Caesars locations for a limited time only. Plus taxes and fees where applicable. Prices and offers may vary by location. Prices may be higher on third-party sites or via delivery. Third-party sites or via delivery. No substitutions. Cannot be combined with other offers. Offer not available in Alaska or Hawaii. Copyright 2026 ACA.
This game brought to you in part by Corwell Health, reminding you together we can overcome any obstacle, fight any battle. Taylor Rogers started his career with the Twins for a long time. He's been well-traveled since being traded away in 2022. Now back with the Twins. And this is not quite the same guy we've seen in recent years for San Francisco and Cincinnati. He's pretty hittable by lefties and righties. First pitch, a sweeper strike to Kevin McGonigal. Runners at the corners, 1 out, 6th inning, and the Tigers leading 5-4. 29th appearance of the year for Rogers. Infield in tight. Gray at shortstop, right up the middle. Sinker away, didn't miss by much.
The sinker's been the issue. Lefties have crushed his sinker. Sweeper's been a little better. You see he tries to locate it perfectly on the outside half. McGonigal's probably going to want to get a sweeper and hit it.
Big sweeper away. He's got the good hitter's count. When you got 2 lefties in the bullpen, and AJ always talks about it, which ones are dudes? Which are this guy right now, at this point in his career at 35, doesn't really shut down lefties. Sweeper away, challenged by Caratini. And Caratini is correct.
Yeah, I think that was one he wasn't 100% sure, but in that situation, it was a big pitch, so he went for it. The gamble paid off.
Lefties with a 697 OPS against Rogers this year, 760 the last 2 years. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Sweeper backed up on him. Up and in. Effective pitch when you miss there. McGonigal jumped out of his shoes to try to hit it and strikes out.
Yeah, really nothing good to hit in that at bat. It was a good job by Rogers to come in, throw the sweeper away a couple times. Caratini helps him out, challenges, gets a call, and then throws one up and in. And when you're looking away, and all of a sudden they throw one behind your head, you have to adjust your body, try to catch back up to it. Then you rush it, and they get out in front of it.
It's still so surprising when you see Kevin McGonigal swing and miss.
Yeah.
Half cut, sweeper at the back foot. Dingler went too far, strike one. Best triples ballpark in baseball this year, and that's what Dylan Dingler needs for a cycle. Single, double, home run. Tigers just take a base hit here, trying to add to a 5-4 lead. Doesn't feel safe on a night like this. Ground ball fouled down the third base line. The ball's jumping. We've already seen 7 home runs in this game. It's not been a great home run hitter's ballpark. Comerica actually was above average for home runs last year, not this year. One of the worst for home runs. Dingler quickly behind 0-2. The pitch. High fly ball to left. Deep. Gone. Second home run of the game, number 16. Who needs a triple? Dylan Dingler's 4 for 4. 3-run shot gives the Tigers an 8-4 lead.
Big swing with 2 outs for the Tigers. After a few sweepers, made him look stupid on the first one. He started dialing it in. The next one he fouled off, and this was a sweeper in off the plate. Sucks his hands in and does a tremendous job staying inside the baseball to keep it fair.
How does he keep that fair, Andy?
What a swing by Dingler. When you're locked, you are locked. Wow. They went to the well one too many times. After a couple pitches, they thought they had him on that little sweeper down and in.
I mean, that's just masterful piece of hitting. We've seen him do that this year, though.
Yep. Keep
Not
the
just
hands
pull the
really
hands in
close
for
to
a
the body.
hit. Pull the hands in and hit home runs.
Especially on the off-speed, the breaking pitch, the off-speed pitch that's in off the plate.
It's a strong young man. 2-0 to Carpenter, a sweeper middle. What a night for Dylan Dingler. 2 home runs, single, double. He's driven in 4. Swinging a high fly ball to center off the bat of Carpenter. He's got a home run in this game, and Byron Buxton will make the catch. Carpenter flies out on an 0-2. Dylan Dingler with a 3-run home run. Tigers with a 4-run lead. We head to the 7th. 8-4 Tigers on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
If you have cancer, proton therapy is targeted treatment with less risk of side effects.
I'm John, had prostate cancer. In my opinion, for proton therapy, there's nowhere else to be. Anybody that has the opportunity to come here to participate in the proton therapy program, it's a win for them. The staff, the treatment, prognosis, your chances for survival when you walk out the door, there's nowhere else to be in my eyes.
Your best chance to beat cancer could be proton therapy. Visit McLaren.org/proton therapy.
We are Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. For over 70 years, Feiger Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents, birth trauma, and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. All we do is win.
All we do is win.
Mornings are tough. At Bigby, we know our coffee and other delicious drinks are a great way to get ready to face the day. But you're listening to the radio, and we can't serve coffee on the radio, but we can serve affirmations. That PowerPoint won't know what hit it. Great lane change. Oh, look at that fit. Feeling great yet? Come visit Bigby, and we'll make it even better with a signature latte. Bigby makes it better.
The Hexa Sheets? Think made-to-order food, snacks, drinks, essentials, and fuel, all in one stop. And always open when you need us.
Brooks Lee takes a curveball high and outside ball 1, 2, 3, 4 hitters. 8-4 Tigers in the 7th inning. 8 home runs, 2 teams combined. Change up low and in, and another big night for Dylan Dingler. Can we just name him the all-star starting catcher right now?
He's got all my votes.
I mean, I don't think there's a debate, is there? I'm sure there are other teams that have good catchers too, but
yeah, but defensively and offensively, what he's done this year. I mean, you knew from last year, very solid year.
Yep.
Best catcher.
Big improvements.
One of the best catchers in all of baseball, without question. To turn around and then to start slugging the ball the way he has this year.
Last year it was
a lot of line drives.
Fastball in on a 3-0. Anderson walks Lee on 4 pitches to start the 7th. A lot of line drives last year.
Higher average.
Just under 280 after the struggles of the year before. A.J. Hinch is on his way out. This year he's added the power element. Yeah, the average has fallen down a little bit, but will you take 240 with 16 home runs and 48 RBIs?
Boy, will I. Absolutely.
Game number 67. Those are Dylan Dingler's numbers. Tigers going to their bullpen. Tigers holding on to an 8-4 lead. The end of the night for Anderson. He walks the first batter of the 7th inning on 4 pitches. His night is done. Clemens coming up. And while the Tigers make the change, we'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
America drives Toyota and the best-selling built in the USA Camry. Now through June 30th, lease a new Camry LE for $309 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. For account 123, excludes all applicable taxes and government fees with approved credit through TFS. Price will vary based on accessories. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We are Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. For over 70 years, Feiger Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents, birth trauma, and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. All we do is win.
All we do is win.
It's natural to have questions about what's next, from a diagnosis you never expected or a treatment plan that feels complicated and short on options. But you always have a choice to believe your path forward should have clarity and confidence with access to pioneering therapies and the latest clinical trials. Cancer is everything we do, and we do it all right here in Michigan. At Carmanis, you can get a second opinion appointment within 7 days. Call us at 1-800-CARMANIS.
Tyler Holton on the mound. Cody Clemens at the plate. First pitch swinging a foul out of play. Strike one. 8-4 Tigers man on after the 4-pitch walk from Drew Anderson to start the 7th inning to Brooks Lee. Clemens, Bell, both have hit home runs. The first 2 batters for Tyler Holton. The strike one. Swinging a foul. Like it glanced off the mask of Dylan Dingler. No balls and 2 strikes. 7th inning brought to you by Snethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The Snethkamp Automotive family celebrating 100 years in 4 great Michigan locations. Lefties, righties have both hit Tyler Holton this year. We've seen a couple of his recent outings, Andy, where he has buried left-handed batters with a really good sweeper. We saw Mullins buried by that sweeper in Tampa. Sweeper away to Clemens. Can't get him to chase. Cody Clemens, again, best numbers of his career. He's kind of the same guy. He's pretty aggressive. Doesn't draw a lot of walks. There's not a lot of swing and miss in his game. The 1-2. Pulls the hands in and drives the sweeper deep and foul down the right field line. Impressive, though, how Cody Clemens, I mean, let's face it, he struggled in his 100 at-bats of the Tigers, traded to the Phillies in the Matt Bierling deal. Struggled there, 1-2, low and away. Finally, last year, after Philly traded into Minnesota, got some playing time. He only hit .216, but 19 home runs. And this year he's listed that up to .247 with some walks and hitting with power. Swinging a pop-up. Fouled on the third base line. Long run from McGonigal, but that's going to get over the netting. Cody Clemens is now 30 years old, and you always admire the guys who just kind of, you know, they keep grinding.
Stick around. Yep.
Keep working on their game. It was not obvious that at 29 he could have a season that made a team go, yeah, we want this guy back. Could punch from the left side. Doesn't face many lefties. Swing and a miss. Cutter ate him up inside. Clemens strikes out for the first out of the 7th inning.
Yeah, went with sinker a few times, a couple sweepers. Fouled a few off once he got to 2 strikes. Changed the pitch variety up. Went with a little sharper, tighter cutter. He swung underneath it.
Brings up Josh Bell, hit a home run from the left side, now batting righty against Tyler Holton. First pitch fastball high and tight, and Bell's going to challenge.
The batter is challenging the strike call.
And that's a pretty big miss.
Call is overturned.
Bell, the veteran, knew it. It is indeed ball one. Holton works third base side of the rubber, sets, holds the glove away from the letters when he sets. Cutter, backdoor, swing and a miss. Up and down season so far for Tyler. 1-1. Fastball up and in. This is his 29th appearance of the year. Still feels like it. We talk about it a lot, Andy, but it still feels like it's all about the cutter, which has been a pretty hittable offering for opponents this year. Swinging a pop-up foul play. 2-2 the count on Josh Bell.
It's location. If he can backdoor it and then throw it down and in off the plate to get under the barrel against the righties, he gets ground balls. Takes on the back door. But he usually pairs that, if he can pair that with the changeup to the right-handers, and that's the combo he has not quite felt as much this year.
Ground ball and a base hit into left in between McKinstry and McGonigal.
Well, that's a location issue on the cutter there. It wasn't backdoor and it wasn't in off the plate to get the ground ball, so it finds a little barrel. And that's been the struggle. It's kind of that same pitch height. It's not low, it's not high, it's middle. And those are the ones that guys, you just swing at it, you find some barrel and balls get through, you can hit them hard enough. The precision of that pitch has eluded him.
What does that look like on the other side? First 2 years, opponents hit 180. In those 2 years combined, 2023 and 2024, with an on-base plus slugging right around 520. Ridiculously good numbers. Last year was 220, but 220 with some power. The opponent's OPS jumped to 670 against Tyler Holton. That's still better than league average. And then this year, opponents have hit 300 with an 830 OPS.
Yeah, that's where you say, hey, what about more four seams? Mix it up, because the scouting report's out, and he will throw a lot of cutters. Everybody knows he will. They're looking for it. They're hunting it. Austin Martin will pinch hit.
Martin pinch hitting, first pitch fastball, up and away. So I think just mixing pitches differently.
At some point you say, what if we throw a few more four seams, get them off the cutter, then go back to the cutter?
The 1-0. Backdoor cutter for a called strike. Still good at two things in particular. He gets a lot of ground balls, and he is still the best Tigers reliever at stranding inherited runners. He inherited one. It's 2 on, 1 out. The 1-1. Check swing. Cutter ate up Martin inside. 1-2. That was a good one.
And that's the one, the location. Started one on the back door. The next one he starts middle of the plate. It works its way in off the plate.
The 1-2 hit him. Doggone. Busted the four-seam fastball in, and that will be the end of the night for Tyler Holton. Wheels are turning. Well-rested bullpen for manager A.J. Hinch, and he's going to use it. Potential tying run now will get a chance to step to the plate in the form of Victor Caratini. Bases loaded, 1 out. Tigers holding on to an 8-4 lead on a certainly doesn't feel like we're anywhere near done with the run scoring. While the Tigers go to their bullpen, we'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
At the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, we live by the golden rule. Treat everyone who calls like they're someone's friend, family, or loved one. When you call, we listen. We get started on your case. And we're Michigan's only firm to offer the no-fee guarantee. You don't pay until we win. Treating you like family, because that's how you deserve to be treated. That's the Bernstein Advantage. The Sam Bernstein Law Firm. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Baseball season is here, and National Coney Island is celebrating America's national pastime with Baseball Month this June. Dine in wearing your favorite baseball gear and enter to win one of our Detroit baseball prize packages, including Tigers tickets, Coney gear, and a National Coney Island gift card. Enjoy the food Detroit families love: legendary Coneys, fresh breakfasts, juicy burgers, crisp salads, and hometown favorites like the original honey sandwich served all day for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's Baseball Month for a limited time only at National Coney Island, the official chili of the Detroit Tigers.
Hey, Matt Vierling here. From the stands, people see the highlights: home runs, stolen bases, diving catches. What they don't see is the preparation to be ready for the unexpected. That's how I look at my car too. Repairs can hit out of nowhere, and they're not cheap. With CarShield, you get the best defense against costly car repairs. When something goes wrong, you're not scrambling. You've got a plan. A CarShield plan.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
It's all right there. If it starts away a little ways, it comes back in, that's the one you want. And if it starts in, wait and see if it's a sweeper.
2-1. Sinker away. Big miss. 3-1. Righty who's struggled to get out lefties 2 of the last 3 years, including this year. Righties have hit for low average, but they draw a lot of walks. The 3-1. Like that. Sinker, big miss. Down and in. Green draws a walk off Rogers. Torkelson draws a walk off the reliever Lawrence. That'll bring up Colt Keith. All right, here's the spot. Here's the spot for Colt Keith to hit his first home run of the year.
You like it?
I do.
Get him up a little bit in the zone. Anytime a guy throws a sinker, you want that ball to start middle minimum. If it starts, at the knees, anywhere, you just let it go. But if it starts at middle or up a little bit from there.
And as a lefty, are you looking for that pitch to start
anything
in?
Middle in?
Yeah.
If it's middle in, it's go time.
He's hit the ball hard twice tonight, deep. First pitch, sweeper, on the inside part of the plate, apparently, for a called strike one. 0 for 2 with the walk for Colt. 2 deep fly balls to center, both hit well. The strike one. Check swing. Oh, went too far. Couldn't lay off the sinker that was ended up down in the dirt by the right-handed batter's box. Get back into this at bat. Lawrence does not have great command. Never has. Swing and a miss. Ooh. Sweeper under the hands. Like I said, 2-pitch guy, and it was sweeper, sinker, sweepered. He strikes out on 3 pitches.
You run into trouble when you start chasing the sinker out of the zone. He's got it's a tight little spinning sweeper. Looks more like a slider in shape.
Yep.
Bullet sweeper.
Wenzel Perez has grabbed a bat. So you would think to survive in the major leagues, he's a big ground ball guy, but not really. And again, lefties the big edge. 3 home runs in 42 at-bats now after the strikeout of Colt Keith. Wenzel Perez has started to put together better at-bats. Certainly more power. His hit the other day was incredible. The 2-run double in the 7th inning. He went down and got a changeup that was like 12 inches off the ground. First pitch, sweeper down and in, check swing, appeal to third. Ryan Wills on the appeal, says he did not go, ball 1. Wenzel Perez pinch hitting for Matt Vierling. 8-4 Tigers, 2 on, 1 out, 7th inning. Inside move, turn and look to second base, no throw. Hardest working players brought to you every game by Carhartt. Proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball, the hardworking people who make it possible. Andy, you got any candidates?
I don't know. There's a guy that's got 4 hits. 2 of them went over the fence. He's got a well of a ball game so far.
You got a name, or?
I think last name Dingler, I believe.
Dylan Dingler, hardest working player. They're all working hard. We said that every game because it's true. But Dylan Dingler tonight has had a special night. Second 2-homer game of the month. 16 home runs. 2 homers, 4 RBIs in a 4-hit game tonight. Wenzel Perez swings and pops it up. Shallow left field. Clemens is now in left. He'll call off the shortstop Gray. Make the catch in shallow left field. Martin's stayed in the game. He's in right. So it's Clemens, Buxton, Martin from left over to right. Wenzel Perez just a pop up to left field. And that brings up Zach McKinstry. He's working on a fine night tonight.
That's where you want to fill up your basket. He's had a base hit off the glove of a first baseman, then a triple to right center. He's got a walk. Get you a little 3-hit day, drive in a run, why not?
Green at second, Torkelson at first. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch, check swing. Again, that sweeper down and in, and he did not go. Again, the appeal to Ryan Wills at third. Almost a 2-hour rain delay. This game got underway at 8:30 after some rain moved through. Left behind a supercharged atmosphere. McKinstry takes a sweeper at his back foot, ball 2. Warm, humid, stormy, balls jumping. 8 home runs in this game. 2 for Dingler, 1 for Carpenter, 1 for Riley Green. The 2-0. Away. Not close. 3-0 on Zach McKinstry.
Yeah, that's where you green light it. Green light special here for Z-Mac. Go ahead and look to get the head out. If the ball starts at your hip, that middle end pitch, see if you can drive it to right.
3-0. Got the fastball middle for a called strike 1. Gray at shortstop, right up the middle. The outfield doesn't move a whole lot. Right fielder Martin is actually pulled toward the line. The 3-1, low and in, big miss, my goodness. Walk, strikeout, pop up, and now another walk. That loads the bases for Gleyber Torres. Last time he batted with the bases loaded, he doubled over the head of Victor Robles in right field in the Seattle series to drive home a couple of runs. He's looking for his first hit of the night and kind of looking to get back on track after Bryce Miller messed him up on Saturday.
Yeah, he did. Had 4 punch-outs that day, followed it up with a few more the next. But he just is a little off, missing the fastball. Swinging at some pitches he normally wouldn't swing at.
Fastball low for ball 1.
But, you know, it just takes one at bat. Get that feel back, get that groove. And he will take a walk if Lawrence gets wild or continues to be wild.
Sweeper tight middle for a called strike 1. It is amazing, though, how a guy with a really good fastball can kind of get you into a funk when he'd been swinging the bat well.
Oh, for sure. Bryce Miller was really good that day. He left maybe 1 or 2 balls over the middle the whole day.
Yeah.
And it was elite fastball, just on the edges all day, which is annoying, and it's really tough as a hitter. It's like, throw it over the plate.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, 8-4 Tigers are in the 7th, the 1-1. Check swing, he went too far. Will Little on the appeal at first. Gleyber not happy with himself, and he's behind 0-2. Or 1-2. Walk to Riley Green, into the night for Rogers. Torkelson and McKinstry have drawn walks against this righty, Justin Lawrence. The 1-2. Ground ball. And off the glove of the shortstop, Gray. And 2 runs will score. Green and Torkelson will score. McKinstry over to third. Lee dove in front of Gray, and I think that distracted him. Lee missed it. Gray missed it. 2 runs for the Tigers and a 10-4 lead.
Hey, you don't feel good, put the ball in play. A little sweeper on the outside corner. Gleyber just reaches out, touches it towards the hole. Tristan Gray tries to come around the ball and just whiffs it. Just completely whiffed it. It went between his legs. Brooks Lee dove for it on the forehand side. The third baseman, the shortstop, comes over, tries to get around it, airmailed it.
And that's when he's got a backhand, right?
Yeah, you would think so.
And Lee did not, watching the replay, it wasn't Lee diving in front of him that caused him to miss that ball.
Oh.
Trying to get around it between the wickets, runners at the corners. First pitch, sweeper strike to Kevin McGonigal is 0 for 3 with a walk. He lined out sharply with a couple of men on his last time up. That was a hit all the way, huh?
Well, he had a range to his right some.
So if you have to move a step or two to your right.
Routine. If it's not right at you, it's a hit. In the hitter's handbook. I don't know what the other handbook says. Would he have got him at first with a throw?
No.
It would have had to been a good throw.
Right.
Crossed his body.
Slicing
That's
foul.
why he tried to get around the ball. The
yeah,
issue
I suppose
with that,
when you go with that, he probably would not have gotten him at first.
because the problem with the backhand is he's got to throw
Around it.
But the issue is getting around it to try to make the throw, and you miss it. Now 2 runs scored instead of 1.
Yeah, no, I guess when you think about it that way. 1-2, the count on McGonigal, the pitch. Sweeper away. Boy, we have seen some miss and middle guys in this game, haven't we?
Man, the command has been all over the map for these Twins pitchers today. Taj Bradley started it out. He threw 4 to the backstop.
They've walked 6. It feels like 10. The 2-2. Swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. Kevin McGonigal can do that with the best of them.
Spoil a little backdoor breaking ball.
Just waste a good pitch away. There's an art to that, isn't there?
For sure. The good ones always have that capability. Pitcher's pitch, borderline, fouled off.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a sweeper down. McGonigal finishes an 0-for-4 night by striking out to end the 7th inning. 2-run single for Gleyber Torres pads the lead. We head to the 8th inning, 10-4 Tigers. On the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers.
For the first 2 months of the season, San Diego's dynamic showman, Fernando Tatis Jr., has experienced, well, let's just call it a power outage. One of the game's most electric players had gone 55 consecutive games and more than 200 at-bats without a home run. That all changed last Saturday against the Nats. In the top of the 5th, Tatis faked a bunt on the first pitch, but on the next pitch, he unleashed. Like, really unleashed, crushing the ball 451 feet.
Home run number 1 of 2026 for Fernando Tatis Jr.
It was his longest home run since 2021 and capped a 6-game stretch in which he had 13 hits and raised his batting average by 24 points.
Enjoy the ride, Fernando.
With the home run monkey off his back, let's see if El Nino can turn the tide and add the power surge the Padres will need to keep pace with the Dodgers in the NL West.
Two-run double.
Eighth inning is brought to you by Varsity Ford. Visit Varsity Ford in Ann Arbor. Kyle Finnegan on the mound for the Tigers. Got the last 2 outs. He inherited a bases-loaded jam last inning. Struck out Caratini on a splitter. Lewis on a, well, a little too close for comfort fly ball to the wall in left field. Now working with a 6-run lead. Luke Keeschel, right-handed batter at the plate, the 1-0. Fastball down 2-0. Keeshel's reached 3 times, 2 singles, hit by a pitch. Home runs for Minnesota. Each team has 4. Buxton, Lee, and Clemens, along with Josh Bell. Dingler 2, Green 1, Carpenter 1 for the Tigers. 2-0. Fastball strike on the outside edge.
Batter tells him to strike off.
And the challenge won by Keeschel. These are 2 of the bigger misses we've seen this year, I would say, Andy, in terms of calls that were overturned. We've seen a lot of calls. 3-0, fastball strike.
We saw a few challenges with our buddy Laz Diaz behind the dish.
We
on
did.
that last game.
I heard there were, in that game we were talking about, Milwaukee and the Athletics last night in Las Vegas, the 15-14 game. There were 16 challenges, which means there had to be at least 12 that were successful. Pitch in the dirt, splitter bounces. Keishel reaches for the 4th time today. Leadoff walk in the 8th inning with a 6-run lead, 10-4.
It's been a plague for Finnegan this year. It's just like out of the blue, he'll just throw either a 4-pitch walk or a 5-pitch walk.
Yeah, they come out of nowhere.
And ball's not overly close to the zone.
First pitch strike throwing is not far from his career average. Total strike throwing is definitely down. And you're right, the walks just come out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's something they're working on, trying to clean up. Anytime you come out of the bullpen, the last thing you want to do is give free passes.
Strike one, swing and a miss. Good slider down and in. Doesn't throw that to lefties a whole lot. I like that. Tristan Gray at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Tigers need Kyle Finnegan to be good. And again, he's been better in terms of walks lately, but then it just kind of creeps back in. The 0-2 fastball misses in. He'd walked 1 in his last 5 innings coming into this game.
But I mean, he's still got a low 2 ERA, so he's pitched around it enough. But eventually, you do that.
It's gonna come back to bite you. It just will. More walks than strikeouts. The 1-2. Splitter away. 2-2 on Tristan Gray. Big moment early in this game. Troy Melton, bases loaded, 2nd inning. That was in a 1-1 game, and struck out Gray. Struck out Buxton to keep the game 1-1. 2-2. Swing and a foul. 96 down. Got that 96 with good vertical. Throws the bottom rail. It can get called 3rd strikes there. Strikeout rate for Kyle Finnegan last year jumped when he came to the Tigers. I don't know the story that he was asked to throw the splitter more, and he did. Ground ball foul. Never been a big strikeout guy. Became a closer with Washington at age 29. It was a long road from the minor leagues and through the minor leagues and many years in the minor leagues. Hayes never gave him a chance to pitch, even though he pitched well. And then he finally got a chance with the Nationals. 2-2, swing and a miss. Good splitter. Like the action at the plate.
That's the one. Pairs good with the fastball. After throwing a few 4 seams, he dumps the split in. Looks like a fastball right down the middle. Your eyes light up as a hitter. You think, yeah, I'm about to get this one. And then somehow you miss it. You say, what was that? Oh, that was the split.
Brings up Byron Buxton. Swinging a soft ground ball cued down the first base line. It goes just foul before Spencer Torkelson can pick it up. Check some scores. The 1-800-CALL-SAM Studio Scoreboard brought to you by Meijer, the official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers radio network. A very disappointing 3-3 score in Las Vegas with Milwaukee and the Athletics in the 5th inning.
You're just expecting it to be 22 to
I'm expecting it to be
20.
I wanted to see them build on last night's effort.
What inning is it?
It's 3-3 in the 5th.
Oh, man, yeah, low-scoring affair over there.
15-14 last night. Angels 7-0 over Houston. That game's in the 5th inning in Anaheim. Strike one, splitter, make it strike 2 on the outside edge. Blue Jays walked off the Phillies 2-run 9th inning. A wild pitch scored 1 run. Brendan Valenzuela, a walk-off single for Toronto. Toronto trying to get back to the 500 mark. Right now it's just Tampa Bay and the Yankees on top. Check swing and appeal down to first. Will Little says Byron Buxton went too far. He strikes out for the 4th time tonight. He started the game, kind of set the tone for the night with a 430-foot blast on the first pitch of the game from Troy Melton. Now he has struck out his last 4 at-bats.
Tigers doing a good job after that first pitch homer on a fastball to not give him any fastballs over the plate again. Hit some spots. Finnegan got him on a split finger. Started in. He couldn't check it.
Fly ball softly into left field off the bat of Brooks Lee. Riley Green comes in, puts that in his back pocket for out number 3. Lee's had a good night tonight. A couple of hits, including a home run, soft pop-up, and in the end, after the opening walk, good inning.
This is my 1994 Topps card. This is an action shot. You know, I have no idea what I did this pitch, but it shows me, you know, good form, you know, head down, looking at the path of the ball, swing, the bad front leg sort of straight. Yeah, I think that was a good at bat. I'm going to swear by it. I think I hit a home run this time.
Abrams will have to range far to his right.
What a play.
And a baby, a dive there by Brent Grisham.
Here comes Marsh, and he makes the sliding grab.
The pitcher plays it on the backhand glove, flip to first, he got him. Oh, what a play by Cameron.
Nice play.
Dylan Cruz lays out in right field.
He got him by a full step. What a fine play and a perfect throw from Zach Short.
It's Antonacci with the diving play.
That's the deep safety going straight away for the pick.
Dive and makes the catch rolling over.
Mason to his knees. Hops and a strike to play. Unleashes the stretch and in time. Another great play by Mason Wynn. And Ian makes a sliding catch. He slides, dives, and makes the catch.
Isak with a snag and Walker with a pick.
And he'll make the catch.
Oh, what a play. Cole Emerson on the hot corner, getting it done.
He never ceases to impress you.
He makes the catch!
Leader in the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network, northvillalumber.com.